It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we've got the Titans' veteran linebacker. He was terrific defensively last week with 11 tackles. It's the Titans and the Colts on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They begin this drive with Chubb. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10 to about the 40-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here into the hands of the receiver, Jeudy. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A give. This is Chubb. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. The Colts at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yes. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. From the 45 on 2nd down. Jones. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First down now, but that clock rolling. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down at the 28. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Jones now on 3rd and 2. Got an open man finding Jefferson. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Justin Gets to the first. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run for Nick Chubb. Shifts by him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And quickly they get to the line. Jones on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off play action, Jones. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Jones will sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out quickly to Judy. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They run. Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps it down. He's considered not. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. There's a nice move. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, here's Chubb again. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Jones throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Oh, able to avoid him. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They run again on first down. Chubb, 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
His pass caught at the 4. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. Dawson Knox. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here. Touchdown! George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They go up the middle with Chubb, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Here's Jones on third down. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters. Every 4 games and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for Indianapolis, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
It's week 5 of the 2022 season. And coming up, we'll see Mac Jones. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Colts and the Broncos on Thursday night primetime.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight we start week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Broncos in this one, but with how good they have been, it's not often that we can say they come into a game truly facing a challenge. But Charles, that's the case this week.
Absolutely. What a challenge it is, because they're now coming into this one and they don't exactly have a clear advantage, something that they usually possess in every game they play with the way that they throw the football. I can't wait to see if they change things, if they emphasize different things than we've seen throughout this season, how they go about trying to move the ball downfield.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll start on the ground here on first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 113 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Now Jones to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And trouble trying the middle here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Colts at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
A give running right is Chubb. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th down, Jones. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run with Chubb. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Chubb, his 8th rushing touch. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of them.
Got a man, it's Judy complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Running for it, here's Chubb. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Just... So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here, and in 11. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 2. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. No gain on the play there, second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now Chubb running right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Second down, here's Chubb again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On second down, here's Barkley. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That is caught. It's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And they're going to speed things up here. From the 29, Jones. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Jones. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. On 4th down, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On 2nd and 9, Jones. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. But able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got it to about the 40. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Colts, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Nick Chubb. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Colts and the Jags, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. Chubb. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. These two teams, division rivals, of course. And you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win. And the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022. But the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville. And that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. On the carry, it's Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. About 3 yards there to the 27. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points, maybe not the touchdown. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Jones throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
From the 22, Jones. He's got his and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. He's got it to the 43 here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Jones now on 3rd down. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Jones over the middle, complete to Judy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jones throwing on 4th down. Touchdown Colts. Justin Jefferson. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Jones.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
They'll look to throw again.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So offside's the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Justin Jefferson.
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. It's complete to Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Open man. He completes it to Judy.
A very solid gain of 27. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And Chubb will try the middle here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Now Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He's got it to Williams.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Right back to him on first down. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Jones. Complete. Jefferson the target. He's got the first down and more than that.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Chubb. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here. in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Indianapolis, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.